Rugby World Cup campaign, which should make for a very interesting clash between these two sides. Way out of the field of play. Morris Longbottom there on your screens. One of the great talents in this Australian side. James Dolman will be our referee for today's Australia-Tonga match. There's Wally. Where's Wally? There he is. As Australia start, the ball's taken by Tonga. Lockie Anderson makes the tackle. Tonga in possession. They move the ball across field, looking to find some space out wide, and they head back to the left. And a good dart and weave early from Tonga. They've made some good easy meters. Morris Longbottom making the tackle, and Joe Pincus goes in to finish the job. And a penalty to Australia. Looks like we're going to have a card early.
Yellow card.
Holding onto the ball perhaps. Didn't quite catch that one. Just have a look at the replay. Coming around for a neck roll. So Australia kick for territory on the 22. Longbottom gives it to Holland, to O'Donnell. He's got Maddox outside him. And a fantastic piece of work by O'Donnell, who scores the first try in this match. Australia 5. Tonga yet to score. Ben O'Donnell, just there on your screen, such a talented player. Ducked and weaved his way out of 2 tackles to open the Australian account. So Australia kick off and head to the right-hand side of the field. Ball's come back for the men in gold. The restart's so important in sevens. O'Donnell. Holland wants to take the line on and then sends it over the top to Anderson, who outstretches his arms. Anderson gets away from 1-2 tackles. One man to beat. What a run by Lockie Anderson, who will run away to score underneath the posts. And Australia score their second try. The conversion is successful, so Australia go out to a 14-point lead. And this win would ensure Australia tops the pool if they were to defeat Tonga today.
Oh, sorry, last minute. Last minute, just got some comms. Man back on. Thank you. Come on.
There's the Australian bench with head coach Tim Walsh, Henry Hutchison and assistant coach Stephen Hoyles. Tonga in possession, getting away from 1 tackle. Beautiful inside ball. It's not taken well, though. I think there was a little knock on. There was. So advantage to Australia. Maddox goes looking for it. Slow ball coming for the Aussies. I think there's hands in there, surely. We'll come back for the knock on. Australia 14, Tonga 0.
Ball.
Just calling for a bit of patience, Tonga. It's not out of reach, this game, by any stretch of the imagination.
That's your one, that's your one.
Seeing Sam Vaka just barking some orders.
Crouch.
Some of his fellow players.
Bind. Set.
Winiata Fotofili is the captain of Tonga. Long bottom, goes off to the right. Kicks through, it's going to be a foot race. Maddox goes in for it and the ball just goes over the sideline. Long bottom throwing his hands over his head in exasperation. Ball spilled loose and is available. Lost forward though. So we'll come back for another scrum. The Australian captain, Louis Holland, a veteran of this team. Was of course part of Australia's campaign at the last Olympic Games. As Jesse Parahi makes his way onto the field of play, getting his first bit of minutes of this tournament as the 13th man.
Time's on. This side, please. This side, please. You either start here or you're back 5, so make your choice. Don't move. Crouch. Bind. Set.
So, Australia in possession. Here's O'Donnell again. He's opened up the space for the corner for Australia. Is that a try?
With the ground in, yes.
Yes, it is. Jack Maddox scores in the corner. Australia now lead 19 points to 0 and have had all the ball in this match. So the conversion not quite hitting the mark. Australia still in control of this match. Holland kicks high. O'Donnell gives chase. Looks to send it back, but Tonga was there waiting for it. An excellent catch there by Halo. No one outside, so have to truck it into the middle. Good run there by Osika, but Australia again so strong over the ball. Maurice Longbottom takes it quickly. He's got Maddox outside him, but he didn't see him. Doesn't even need him. Good effort there by Tonga in defence. Muster up. And they earn the penalty. So Tonga, can they have the last say of this half? Assi gets the ball away. They're into the Australian territory really for the first time in this match. Oh, O'Donnell so strong with the clean out, but Tonga finally get there in numbers. Holland with the tackle, good offload, and Nick Malouf comes in. Ball spills out, little knock on perhaps. The referee says it's fine. Now it's available for us, no. Knock on off goal, so that'll be the half. Australia 19. They lead Tonga 0. Australia leading 19 points to 0 against Tonga. And that ball's been punched back, and it comes back for Hutchinson, who hasn't had the ball in this game. Wants to see what he would do with it. Running straight into some contact with Malouf, who breaks through like breaking through a fence. Jesse Parahi. O'Donnell out to Longbottom. Just had to sit on the pass. Now Longbottom with his step. And it's been thrown to no one in particular. Australia get back there in numbers, so Tonga now have the opportunity, and there's some possibilities out here for Tonga. What can they do with it out on that far side? Potofili put the big fend on. Gets away from another. Hutchinson goes in to rescue the situation. Diving on a player on the ground, though. We're playing advantage. Tonga. What can they do here? The Akali Tahi Sevens. And that strong over the ball from Australia, so that means we should come back with a penalty. Get some proper inches out there as the ball comes good for Tonga, does it? Who wants the ball? And the knock-on will be against the Australian team. So it's warm conditions here in Suva. You can see the physical effect on the players. We get set for the scrum, and a much improved performance from Tonga in their second half. As Australia makes another sub, Josh Turner, hailing from Sydney's Northern Beaches, plays for Manly in Sydney's Shoot Shield competition. Moz Longbottom leaves the field of play. Tonga on the attack. A little knock on against that Australian defence, so another scrum. Game's just slowed down a little bit as Tonga's worked their way back into it, and they make two changes as well. Foto Lokotui enters the field of play.
Crouch. Bind. Set.
Free kick to Australia. Holland taps it quickly and goes. Looking to unleash Ben O'Donnell. Would have been a great classic catch if he got onto that one. Let's have a look at the replay, and whoa. Just another foot or two. And that would have been shut the gate. That's a try.
You hold your weight and you take the hit. All right, don't pull back. Crouch. Bind.
There's Tim Walsh and Stephen Hoyles, coaches for the Australian men's sevens team. So ball spills back, and it's there for Ateli Pakalani. He played for Akali Tahi at the Rugby World Cup, but the ball knocked on by Australia. So now Australia makes another couple of changes. Joe Pincus enters the field of play. Lockie Anderson will hit the bench. 12 minutes gone. Tonga feed the ball in. And almost losing it. Having a look at the defence, and Australia had to work hard to get that. Henry Hutchison makes the tackle. Pakalani moves the ball along. And a solid pass. That's fantastic effort from Tonga. And good cover defence. And a little knock on. That was a great run from Edward Sunia. He just didn't have the pace to go all the way. Australia worked hard to get there and cover. Foto Okotui on the far right-hand side of that scrum. Another Ekalite player from the World Cup, as we've got something from the assistant referee. Looks like we're all good. Turner with the ball. Feeds it in for Australia, but the ball comes out the other way and it's available for Tonga. Now they have an opportunity, the men in red. Hutchinson with the tackle and does well. Needed to make it. And Australia earned the penalty through Simon Kennywell. Australia haven't been able to get out of their half in this second stanza of the match. Turner finds a few extra meters from the men in gold. Joe Pincus just talking tactics with Nick Maloof. As Tonga brings back on their captain. Fotofili, Parahi, Turner. O'Donnell moves the ball across. Kennywell gets away from 1, 2, 3 tackles. He's got one to beat. Kennywell, can he go all the way? Kennywell, he has to give and then does so. Back on the inside to O'Donnell, who gets out of the tackle and dives over the line. Australia will win this match, top their pool, and continue their Olympic ambitions of qualifying for the Tokyo 2020 Olympic Games. Out of the Oceania Sevens, with an undefeated day 2, backing up from an undefeated day 1. O'Donnell will just look to add the extras. Ball goes away to a right, so full time. Australia have defeated Tonga here at the Oceania Sevens Championship, 24 points to 0.